This lesson is about aligning text. First, we're going to start with horizontal, left to right. With your insertion point in any paragraph, you don't need to select the paragraph. Any paragraph that you happen to be in, when you align text, it does the entire paragraph automatically. So I'm going to turn on my show hide here, and we'll see that this is an entire paragraph here. Okay, these are small little paragraphs. They end here. You can tell with the paragraph mark. So if I take this one, let's say the first one, and I center, of course, it centers, and right align is that right there. And bring it back to left is this way. Again, I recommend you type the entire document in, left aligned, nothing fancy. And then when you're done, you would use your visual, you would use your, your own creative process, and you'd say, okay, this is going to look best if I put it here. So yeah, you can certainly center that paragraph right there. The last button here is called Justify, and I'm going to place my insertion point in this two-line paragraph, and it's not going to really do much because it's just a short paragraph. However, what it does is it takes every line except for the last line, and it spreads it all the way to the end here. That way, if this paragraph had more lines to it, I'm just going to type in some gibberish here to give you an idea. So all of the lines here are going to be not only flush on the left, but also flush on the right. So the picture kind of really tells you what it's going to do. Now, in order to accomplish this, it does increase the space between the words. If I turn my show hide off, you'll see that they've exaggerated the space between you and can. The shorter the words, the worse it's going to look, actually. If you've got a decent paragraph with regular words all the way through, it does a decent job. It's not for everything. It's not in a business letter. However, you'll find newspapers use this feature quite a bit. So those are the main buttons for aligning left to right. But you can also align vertically. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, so I'm using my scroll and roll to do like a print preview. And we'll see that this document starts at the top, finishes a little bit past half, and that's the way it looks. If you wanted to center this, if it was a poster or something, and you wanted it more centered on the page, you can do that. The steps are a little bit tougher. So following along here, we're going to go right here to our main button, okay, to our office button, they call it. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I can actually do it right from here. I believe if I bring down the page layout, so I'm going to go to page layout here, and if I bring this down in page setup, I'm going to get this menu. And on the third tab, so it was page layout, page setup, I just click this little button here. On the third tab in page layout, or layout, I can now change my vertical alignment to center. Now the preview has never worked, still doesn't work after 20 years. So we'll go OK just to see, and now it's seeing that it's centered on the page, up and down. I have other choices. So again, it's page layout, page setup, little arrow here. I can also justify it vertically. Remember I said justify horizontally starts it at the beginning and ends it at the end and spreads it out. Same thing when you justify vertically. So if I hit justified here, it spreads it out. Again, for posters, it does a really good job. This may not be the best example, but you see exactly what it does. So that tool, again, was in page layout, page setup, the little arrow, and I'm just going to bring it back to the top, which is where it will be by default. So whenever you start a new document, it will be top aligned.